Hi, Scott from Digital Fish with content that catches. I was on a trip to fish the graveyard on the Kaipara with Matthew Hewitson from Fishing in God's Own magazine. We didn't have a boat, but we had a splash drone to fly our baits out into the strike zone. It was a glorious autumn day that was unfolding and expectations were high. First job was to get the long line rod set up and some tasty fresh TREVALLY strips put on. We had 5 hooks set up and a puka bomb on the end for the weight. I went through the drone startup and got her ready to fly. We had liftoff and flew the drone out 250 metres according to the controller. After release, she flew home and it was time to wait for a bite. We gave it 20 minutes before the long wind in. Matt had detected bites within a few minutes of the drop, but nothing had stuck. Checking the tide and time, the best time to fish would probably be another hour away, so we conserved battery power and did some rod fishing instead. I thought I'd try a bit of shore jigging with a lure from Go Fish, and Matt went with bait. Time to have another fly, and we were joined by Jean, a French-Canadian friend. Bait up and fly time, this time with the tide mostly out. This part of the west coast is spectacular, and even though the fishing had been slow, being out on the water amongst massive sand dunes and a blue sky was pretty impressive. Matt had some solid tugs on the rod, so we hauled her in again. There it was, a prime fat 2 kilo west coast snapper in perfect condition. That was all we had time for, unfortunately, before tide and time ran out on us, so we packed up with dinner and headed home. This is Scott from Digital Fish with content that catches.